Yeah, if we just go through everything, that would be
Absolutely. Stop me if it's too fast or whatever you need. So I immediately start with my table. And if you remember, if the numbers are too close, I will have to create the table again. Because I cannot figure out, and I can, but I need to go with you step by step through the steps. So I may, if they're too crowded on this side, I will have to create the table again. You do not need to write the table twice.
I did this problem, and it looks like we only need to go up to like max 6 in either direction, so it should be fine on the table.
Ah, but that's a different story then. So are we asked to graph this, or we are asked to find only max min?
It wants us to, it wants us to do all of it. Max, min.
Okay, so we want to graph.
Selection points, and we want to graph it. Yep.
Okay, the domain of this function, since it's a polynomial function, is everything. The next step, I will find these limits. So the limit of x cubed minus 6x squared minus 36x when x approaches infinity, and then the limit of x cubed minus 6x squared minus 36x when x approaches negative infinity. And this should take just a blink. Who will tell us? I need everyone to say something today, please, and every day.
The limit to infinity is infinity, and the limit to negative infinity is negative infinity.
Right. Because from these three terms, this is the most powerful one when we talk about infinities. So, because I'm talking about infinity, nothing else matters. But if I have the limit as x approaches 5, everything matters. But when I talk about infinity, this is the most powerful term. The other ones are too small to mention.
Professor, did you turn off your camera?
I touched the camera so please always make sure that don't let me continue, because if I touch it, it's just, it's very fidgety. Sorry, thank you. I just, by mistake. Good, thank you. So then this is infinity and this is negative infinity. Perfect. Then I have to find f of 0, because 0 has to be in the table. And 0, 0, 0, done. Then I have to try to find the X-intercepts. And I see that the degree is, which means how many solutions do I need to look for?
3.
Very good. So then I have x cubed minus 6x squared minus 36x equals 0. I factor out x, of course. I had x squared minus 6x minus 36 equals 0. And I'm having trouble with this, because I know one solution is x equals 0, but this is weird in the sense that I'm not going to get nice solutions. I have to use the quadratic formula. Negative b plus or minus b squared minus 4ac over 2a. So this should be just a quick routine. You should not need too much time for this. So when I factor out the 36, I will get 6 plus or minus 6 and the square root of 5. You don't need to do that. I just wanted to see what it looks like, but you just have to approximate the solutions with the graphing calculator. And I'll share my screen because I have the graphing calculator pulled up right here. So clear. So I have in parentheses for the top 6 plus the square root of 36. You know me, I have to have parentheses. Plus 4 times 36. And come outside, close the parenthesis, and divide by 2. And in a blink, I will copy and I will overwrite minus. So I have 9.71 and negative 3.71. So this should take like 20 seconds. So I go back Here's 9.71 and negative 3.71. And now I finished with the function. There is nothing else I can find about the function from the function itself. So now I continue with the first derivative. So the first derivative is 3x squared minus 12x minus 36. Immediately I set this equal to 0 in order to find what? What are we finding?
Critical points.
Critical numbers, very good. So then I have 3x squared minus 12x minus 36 equals 0. You know me, I always try to run a clean ship, as one of my colleagues says. And minus 12 equals 0. And is it 6 and 2? So I have x equals 6 and x equals negative 2. I hope I don't run into problems with my table, so I don't have to create it again. So here's the 6 with a 0, and here's the negative 2 with a 0. Be very careful. All these numbers have to be in the correct order. Do not place negative 2 here or 6 here or whatever else, right? Now I need to determine this. So I go to my calculator. I'm going to share my screen again, and I will just put it in the graphing calculator from the beginning. This is my function, which is x to the third, and minus 6x squared, and then minus 36x. And I need the second and table, and I want to put in negative 2 and 6. For negative 2, I have 40. Yeah, one other one like those with huge numbers. Okay. Okay, so I'm back. I have everything now. I need to determine the sign of the derivative. And here's the derivative. If I plug in 0, I get negative. If I plug in anything outside, because it's quadratic, I know it's going to be positive. At this moment in time, I check my work. This is a crucial moment in which I realize or I find my mistakes